BEUMER Group's acquisition last year of FAM Group consolidated its role as a major player in the IPC space. In light of the deal, Mining Magazine decided to catch up with Alexander Tigges, Director of Global Sales at BEUMER Group. Alexander, welcome.
Hello, Gabriel. Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. First of all, I'd like to ask about where this deal fits in with the long history of BEUMER and FAM.
Yeah, well, actually, Gabriel, when we merged the two companies or the two group last year, so what we did is we combined actually the expertise of two groups. We have BEUMER as actually the specialist on conveying technology, and FAM as a specialist on open cast mining systems, on stockyard technology, mineral processing, as well as port and terminal technology. And both of the companies bring 100 years and more to the table. And with this very complementary portfolio, actually, so we're in a position now to provide comprehensive solutions to our customers. And in addition, I mean, we have to see that with the merger or the acquisition, so we extended really our global setup. And by that, we are more present really in all the relevant mining markets. And I would say with this expanded network now in the mining industry, so we further improved then the proximity to our local customers.
Another element in the acquisition was that it allows BEUMER to respond more quickly to new trends and developments in the industry. Was this in your mind?
Yeah, really. I mean, Gabriel, if we look into, let's say, the growing economy, which actually having an increasing demand in commodities. So, and at the same time, climate change and I would say the clean energy technology. So they are requiring critical minerals really as key elements for the development. So here, what we see is actually we experience an increasing number of mine extensions, opening new mines, but as well as also a modernization and upgradation of terminals around the globe. So, and here really the market is demanding, I would say, solution provider or system providers, providing then efficient and proper solutions actually to cover these activities in the market. So, and now with our acquisition and with the complementary portfolio, we are now really covering almost the whole value chain of our customers. So we are really in a position to provide comprehensive solution out of one hand. And then at the same time with our improved proximity to the market. So that is really now we want to become really partner of choice to our customers here. And you also have to see that a little bit in the context with recent changes in the industry, so that certain market participant also changed actually their strategy. So, and there definitely we see a strong demand to provide solutions to the market.
And staying with customers, you've touched on this in your previous answer, but how will this help customers mitigate some of the risks that they face and to future-proof themselves against risks coming up down the track?
I mean, what we see that our customers are facing more and more challenging sustainability requirements, and also, I would say, firm targets to achieve net zero. So either internally or driven by authorities or governmental authorities. And here actually what that demands. So we see, or let's say, first of all, BEUMER Group understand the importance of that issue. And we understand or acknowledge also our role to provide to our partners or to our customers, let's say, suitable and efficient solution actually to achieve these targets given to them. And I would say in order to become a little bit more tangible here, so I would like to give you a few examples, recent examples. So first of all, we have a customer in North America, so they are expanding their mine operation. And this is also requiring the moving of a massive volume of waste material. So here also, thanks to our broad or extended portfolio, we developed together with a customer a concept covering or comprising a crushing system, an overland conveying system, and then the following spreading system for the waste material. So, and now if we look into that and compare it to the traditional or standard truck and shuffle operation, so by that, we came up with a concept which on one hand definitely saved CapEx, also OpEx cost on the customer side, and at the same time also gave the relevant CO2 savings to this customer. So, and that was also made possible due to the broad experience that we covered the whole value chain of this process. Another sample comes from the ports and terminal industry. So here we have a customer and a project in Canada. So the customer needs to extend his operations by doing the import and export of bulk material to his operation. And here with our pipe conveyor technology, so actually we came up with a solution. You have a two-way transportation or bidirectional transportation of the importing and exporting material. And with that solution, we could provide a very cost, energy efficient, but at the end also environmentally friendly solution without any dust and material spillage. And on top of that, where we see we were able here to combine our technology advantage from the pipe conveyor side from BEUMER, as well as the good setup from the FAM side, where we have actually the expertise for executing projects and providing the necessary supply chain in Canada. So here that was a great fit to provide a very good solution to our customer here in Canada. And then one last example is going to China. We have a mining operation, and here the client every day they have to transport material from the quarry or the mine over 15 kilometers to the processing plant. And I mean, of course, that is, we're talking about 4,000 trucks a day. So, and that is, of course, facing problems and issues with the communities along the roads. So, and here, with increasing the capacity, the client looked for a solution, and we together developed with the client actually a complex and very flexible overland conveying system, giving him the flexibility with individual loading at the different mine sites, and then conveying the 15 kilometers by an overland conveyor. And beside let's say eliminating the 4,000 trucks per day, he could save 1.2 million tons of CO2 every year. And just to top that even, now there will be solar panels installed on the roofing of this overland conveyor system. And by that, he's now in the position to produce 20 to 24 megawatt peak. And this will not only give the power for operating the overland conveying system, but also his processing operations. So here, I would like to show there are different opportunities. We really help the customers to reach these targets and to be future ready for the coming years.
Now, those examples, many of them really speak to the need for innovation that I think everyone in the industry is aware of. How does this partnership support that need?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, for BEUMER Group, innovations is a very important topic and plays an important role. So every year we're spending around 3% of turnover for R&D activities. And I mean, we as a technology partner, we definitely see the need and responsibility to provide and continuously work on measures and improvements to help our customers to improve the efficiency, availability, and also the safety of their operations. And I feel one example is definitely digitalization today is definitely one of the key elements when we talk about these innovation topics. And here with our merger or acquisition, so we bundle our activities and knowledge in the development of digitalization. So, and now we can cover and provide a quite broad portfolio of innovations. So, for example, when it starts to automation and control, We have an anti-collision system for our stockyards and ship loader systems. We have also advanced conditioning monitoring systems for all our equipment. When it comes really to digitalization, I think about smart bulk material handling, like smart stockyard management, which helps our client to improve the logistics and the operation of their facilities. Or also we may think about remote commissioning process and training, supporting also the client in starting the operations or new operations. And then finally, when it comes to services here, I think digitalization gives also great benefit by providing remote expert support to our customers, as well as predictive maintenance concepts we are providing for all our equipment in the portfolio. And in addition to digitalization, maybe I would also mention our BEUMER overland conveyor layouting tool, that named BOLT. And here, this tool is also allowing us, together with the client, to very quickly, fast, elaborate and find the most efficient routing and concept for a very challenging overland conveyor system. So that's all in all giving really a benefit to our customers.
And another benefit, I assume, will be after sales service. What kind of service will be available to customers following the acquisition?
Yeah, when we talk about after-sales services, I mean, first of all, definitely with the acquisition, and extending our global setup, I mean, of course, we improved really the proximity to the client. After-sales service is always local, so that helped a lot. So this is strengthening our support to the customers. And now here also we combined actually the portfolio by stretching now the whole range from starting, I would say, with a 24/7 hotline, which gives, let's say, a remote troubleshooting possibility to our customers, then going over to remote expert support, as we simply discussed that before with digitalization, to give them a broad portfolio for remote after-sales support. Then, of course, talking about spare parts, I mean, here we have not only the spare part management, but then also for our products, let's say, long-term spare parts supply concepts like consignment stores. When we think about maintenance activities, there's always a question about the shutdowns or the planned shutdowns. And here with the broadened footprint and also network, so we are now in the position in all relevant markets to provide that we plan together with the client these shutdowns, but also we are in the position to execute for them these planned maintenance shutdown during the years. And then finally, leading up to, I would say, full and comprehensive operation and maintenance packages or service packages, even including then the blue-collar workers. So here also we could combine the strengths of the BEUMER Group and the FAM Group. And I mean, here, this is at the end also a question about the regions. I mean, some regions, and depending on the skills of our customers, sometimes they prefer the traditional operation maintenance services. Others are looking more for a leaner concept, like the remote service support for operation and maintenance. So basically, we have the full toolbox of different services available and can sit with the customers together to find, let's say, the suitable package for them.
It sounds like the global reach of FAM was a key part of the acquisition. Is that also the case when it comes to project planning and execution of systems?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. And this is also what we feel and see in current contract execution, that this gives us high flexibility. So we have now an extended network, or what we call also a hub system, in all relevant mining markets and also supply markets. And I mean, we have seen in the last years the challenges we are facing with very volatile prices around the world. So, and here you were forced to switch quickly from, let's say, a global sourcing to a local sourcing. And then, of course, when you talk about the execution of our kind of projects, I mean, definitely you need the local skills, the expertise to collaborate with subcontractors for the erection activities and civil activities. And then, of course, to provide the local sourcing. And most of the business are really locally. And therefore, this is very essential that you have the proper local setup. And by the merging of both setups, so this really helped to provide even a better service for the execution and a timely execution of these projects by bringing really the competences to the table.
Oh, it certainly sounds like an exciting time for everyone involved in the group. Alexander, thank you so much for joining us.
Gabriel, thanks a lot. It was my pleasure, and thanks for having you.